Hey everybody, we're taking a look at how to analyze the data from lab number 12 from the AP Chemistry lab on kinetics. You're looking at a graph of pressure collected over time, and you want to take a look and try and figure out how much the average rate changed from 0 seconds to 120 seconds for each one of your 3 trials. Here's how this works. Over on the left-hand side, you can see the word pressure and kPa on the vertical axis. If you hit that, it opens up your 3 different data sets. Right now, data set 1 is selected, and that's good. But we'll come back to this because we're going to select data set 2 and data set 3 here in a second. But you want to put your finger down on the graph and drag and hold and select the first 120 seconds of the graph. Now, if your initial time isn't on 5 seconds, it's easy to adjust. You just put your finger down and slide it a little bit to the left, and now you have the time between 5 seconds and 120 seconds selected. Now, in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a little graph button with 3 dots connected by lines. That's what you want to hit and go to View Statistics. Now you can see that you have your data set along the X, which is 115 seconds, and also your Y, change in Y, is 6.533 kilopascals. Now you want to jot down those 2 numbers in your data table on the lab report for part 1. Next thing you want to do is select data set 2 and unselect data set 1 over here on the left. Now I'm looking at my second data set. Again, my change in X is 115 seconds. So I jot that down in the data table, and that's going to be the same for all 3 parts. But my Y is going to change, obviously, so my change in Y for this one is 2.777. Finally, I want to select data set 3 and unselect data set 2. And you'll see that you have, once again, 115 seconds for the change in X, but this time you have 3.061 seconds for the change in Y. Once I jot those 2 numbers down into my data table, I can then take my changes in X's and changes in Y's and figure out the rate, the kilopascals per second, for each one of those parts in order to help answer the analysis questions for this lab. Well, I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.